Did you watch President Trump's speech last night?
I did not see the whole thing. I saw like the first 15 or 20 minutes, I think.
So I just basically wanted to get your reaction and what you thought of both his speech and the general convention.
Well, it was a masterpiece of fictional entertainment. I mean, it was completely divorced from reality. You know, if you took seriously what the president said and what the other speakers were saying, the biggest problem in the country is looting in the cities. It's not this plague, this pandemic that has killed 180,000 people and which we lead the world in. So I thought it was absolutely fantastical. You know, it was, you know, it was a form of sophisticated propaganda.
Was there anything specific that surprised you, or was it pretty much what you expected?
I guess they really had no other choice. I mean, when I thought about it, I mean, what else could they do? I mean, we're engulfed in crisis brought to us by the Trump administration. So we are the world's leader in COVID-19 case count and COVID-19 death count. And, you know, we have 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's COVID cases. We've got a terrible economic situation with tens of millions of people thrown out of work. We've got the opioid crisis where there's been no progress made, and climate change is out of control with cataclysmic weather events taking place all the time, record drought, record flooding, destruction of the glaciers, you know, fierce hurricanes, all of it. I mean, it's a nightmare, the chaos that has been unleashed upon the land by the Trump administration. And for them, it's like Disney World, you know. Okay,
were any one other particular speech at all in the convention that struck you, or?
Let's see. You know, I'm an old-fashioned guy, so I was dumbfounded and awestruck that they would violate federal law by using the White House and other federal properties for campaign purposes. I mean, if Barack Obama had done that, or Bill Clinton had done that, or George W. Bush, I mean, it just would have been considered intolerable. But because Donald Trump is totally lawless and ungovernable, people just roll their eyes and move on as if that's something normal. That moves us into a very dangerous zone where presidents of the United States are using government property for the purposes of political campaigning. And I was startled when I saw the First Lady's speech in that way, and I was even more startled to see the president doing it. They conducted a campaign rally on the lawn of the White House. I mean, that's something out of the Hunger Games. I mean, the premise has got to be that people who occupy public office own the property for their own purposes. And of course, it has been a money-making operation from the president from the beginning. So I tremble to think what the future would look like if he wins re-election.